What's up, Josh? Back once again. So I got some vape mail. I'd actually ordered some stuff on Friday, and actually got it yesterday on Monday. I was really surprised because the holiday season, or the New Year's holiday weekend, all that good stuff was going on. I figured I would have got it like tomorrow or Thursday. No, I got it yesterday. I was very surprised. Walk out in the kitchen, my mom's like, "You got a present out there?" I was like, "What?" Big old box. Guess what came in it? Some juices, and let me get the boxes out so I can show you what they look like. And not one, but two Reuleaux RX200s. Yes, they came in the mail yesterday. Here is the black one. All black, stealthy AF, as Fook. And then the white with the Tiffany blue. Kind of looks green to me, but I'm colorblind, so I guess it's blue. Right now I'm using the black one. I used the white one. I woke up real early. I woke up at like 4 a.m. Jumped up, got my white one going. Vaped it for 6 hours, and it finally died. It didn't actually die on me. I mean, I could probably went 6.5, 7 hours, but I decided to go ahead and charge the batteries because it was pretty well down. But yeah, 6 hours of at 140 watts. I mean, that is just crazy. Crazy for a series regulated mod. That's the big thing about this thing. It's called the Reuleaux RX200 by Wismec, collaboration with JayBo. The big thing about this thing is it uses not two, but three 18650s. I have the 3000 mAh or the 3000 mAh 35 amp HG2s in this, running at 140 watts at a 0.12. That's a good thing about this. Like this is the Joytech board. It's a lot like that. Like Joytech owns eLeaf, so the eLeaf boards are gonna resemble that of Joytech boards and stuff like that. But it's a Joytech board. The thing is with this is it shows the ohms in hundreds and the volts in hundreds as well. So like with the iStick, it would just, if it was a 0.1, it would just say 0.1, like the Sigelli original Sigelli 150s do. This one actually says 0.12. So I know exactly what I have. I don't have to sit there and fiddle with the voltage and Ohm's law and all that good stuff. It says it right there on there. Like I said, I'm running at 140 watts at 4.1 volts. Now I have noticed this thing does have a little ramp up time if you let it sit for a little bit, get to room temperature. Takes a minute for it to actually kind of heat up, but once it does, man, it packs. It packs. I'm vaping on some Vanilla Soft Stir by Timeless Vapor. I won it on Vapors.tv. I won a lot of stuff on Vapors TV, and I'm still waiting on one of my prizes, which has not come out to my doorstep in a month now, so I don't know if I'm ever going to get it. But yeah, I'm always winning stuff on there. Yeah, this is a 200 watt device. Let's see how far down it goes. It can go 2 watts. I don't know who'd run 2 watts, but yeah, it goes down to 2 watts. Up to 200. Let me get it back up there. Get up there. You can change it from watts to nickel by clicking it 3 times. Now it's in nickel mode. I don't know how I'm just going to explain it. This camera fucking sucks. It's all backwards. Anyway, 3 clicks for nickel. 3 clicks for titanium. 3 clicks for stainless steel. And 3 clicks back to wattage. Now, if you're in nickel mode or temperature control mode, you can go down to 100 degrees Celsius up to 350 degrees Celsius, 315 degrees Celsius. And then on Fahrenheit, you can go from 200 up to 600. So I don't use temperature control, so I'm not even going to mess with that stuff. But just know it's there. You can use temperature control on this. It is firmware upgradable via USB port right here. You can also charge it. I would not recommend that, especially since it would take like 10 hours to charge. I recommend getting a separate charger, 4-bay charger, to charge this. You need a 4-bay because there's 3 batteries, and you have to marry them together. You have to charge them together. You can't do 2 in 1. Have a two bays and do 2 in 1. They have to charge at the same time. And I have batteries for the white one and batteries for the black one. Some say you're supposed to only use the batteries per mod. You don't want to mix and match mods. I do, but for this I have the white and the black batteries. They're not white and black, but they're for the white and the black. This thing goes really good with RDAs, tanks. You can last for at least a day on a tank. If I were to slap my Atlantis on here, I'd last probably 12 hours at the way I vape. And I might do that, when I go on the go and stuff like that. Just puff on the tank. I'm not a big tank guy anymore, but it's there. And to go into stealth mode, you hit you'll hit the power button and the minus button at the same time. Goes into stealth mode. That means when you fire it, the display is totally off. So if you're like in a movie theater and you're stealth vaping or something like that, I don't know. I don't see what the stealth mode is for. It's not a very bright screen as it is, but I guess it could come in handy in some situations. I don't know what, but I wouldn't be vaping in a movie theater. I don't want to get kicked out and never be able to come back or whatever. So it's there, and in in nickel and stainless steel and all that good stuff. Come on. To lock your ohms, you hold the plus and the power, and it locks your ohms in temperature control, which you will need to do because a lot of times with temperature control, your ohms will fluctuate, and locking your ohms will keep it from fluctuating. Get back into power mode. Come on. But yeah, I really wanted to get the DNA chip, but they're having a lot of problems with them going out, and problems with the eScribe. And the best thing about DNA chips is the eScribe. I mean, for me anyway, you can customize your screen, your memory mode, your vaping profiles and stuff like that. I mean, the DNA board is supposed to be like one of the top boards out there, but besides, I think the Yeehee is the best board. I can't remember. The one that's in the SX Mini was supposed to be the best board, but the DNA 200 boards are supposed to be pretty good too. But I've heard that they have a lot of problems. They've been going out, eScribe issues, stuff like that. So I figured, I've had Joytech and eLeaf products before, and they do pretty well. I mean, like back in the day with my iStick 50, they sucked, but they've done a lot of improvements since then. And that was eLeaf. eLeaf is like the I don't know. It's the lower of what Joytech owns. Joytech boards apparently are pretty good. They've done, like I said, they've done a lot of improvements over the last year to make them better. And a good thing is you can actually remove the batteries. So if it would start to would start to auto fire or something like that, you just pull a battery cover off, take one battery out. That's a good thing too. Is if you're scared of leaving your batteries in your mod, you just take one out at night and it won't turn on or nothing, so you don't have to worry about it turning on and auto firing and stuff like that, like my iStick 50 did. It would turn itself on, it would fire on its own. It did some crazy shit, so I got rid of it. But that's it, guys. I mean, it is the infamous Reuleaux by Wismec and JayBo. Everybody has one. I figured I'd do a review on mine. $40 on vapenw.com. Best deal I've found. You can also buy the HG2 batteries on there by LG. Like I said, they're 3,000 mAh. That's an extra 500 mAh compared to like the eFest and stuff like that. So you're gonna get some really good battery life out of that. As good as mine, you know. So look into that. Also, if you, like I said, if you are gonna get one, get a separate charger, external charger, 4-bay. You can get a Nightcore i4 on Amazon for like $15. It doesn't have, if you want the display one, it's like $25 with the display of the volts and all that good stuff, which is nice to have. But if you're, you know, for this, you don't really need that. $15 Nightcore i4 should do you well. I think I paid, let's see, I paid 40 plus, I think 20. You can probably get this set up for about $60 plus the RDA. The RDA I would get more of an authentic one. My Freedom Smokes has some really good ones. I actually have Mutation X V4 coming for my white one. It's white, so it's gonna blend in with that. Right now I have the black Doge X2 on it. This one's a Troll. Trolls are really good too. You can probably find a decent one. Thing is though, if you get like a Troll that has the Phillips head, the smaller Phillips head screws, you can buy the replacement screws online for, you can get like 50 of them for like $5, because the ones that come with it end up stripping. These ones are really well made. The size is M2x4, M2X4. I'm using those in here, and I mean, you can just tell they're just well made. I mean, they don't strip. I haven't had any problems with them stripping or backing out or anything like that. So if you're going to do that, go with those. Some of them use bigger screws, some of them use hex screws. But with the Troll and others, they use the M2x4. So if the M2x4s don't fit, go ahead and find some other ones. There's plenty out there on eBay and Amazon and stuff like that. So you're not having to deal with strip screws. I'm having that problem with my Addy Cube. I need to find some new screws for it. But anyway, yeah, so enough of that rambling. Go out there and get one, guys. See that ramp up I had to wait for? That's what I'm talking about. But after it fires up, it hits. So, yeah. Go out there and buy you one. Black or Tiffany blue. Can't go wrong. Even the DNA 200. I mean, if you want to spend the extra $100 and getting one, go ahead and do it, man. Whatever gets you off them sneaky sticks, right? Catch you guys later, bro.